Hello, hello, Harrison families. I wanted to hop on briefly today just to kind of go over the NWE app that you will find on your child's iPad. We use this app each year for our kindergarten through second graders to take the MAP test, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and just take a minute, show you the app, show you what resources you have available to you that you might be able to use with your kids at home. And then please know that everything I'm showing you here, your child's teacher will also go over in person here at the school and also remotely with any of the students who are remote learning from home, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. On the iPad, there is an NWEA app. It looks like this with the yellow lettering. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Within this app, you will, when they first log into this app, you will see a session name and session password. That, when they're taking the test, the day of the MAP test, if you have a child who is testing remotely at home, your student or your child's teacher will give them a session name and password. This is where they will log in and put that information in, okay? Underneath here, you will see two links. You'll see try the practice test and you'll see student resources. I'm going to hop into student resources because within that link, you can also access the practice test. So within the student resources, there's two sections. We're going to focus on the MAP growth for kindergarten through second grade. Keep in mind that the kindergarten through second grade test does read everything to your child, okay? It is the primary test. So sometimes if a child starts answering really, really high and starts to kind of get into some of that higher content, the test may adapt. Well, it does adapt the whole time, but it may take away that speaker function. So that it may not be reading the test or the questions or answers all the time to them. So if that's the case, please keep in mind that you cannot help your child read any of those words, okay? I know that's really hard. We have a really hard time here when we're proctoring a test, when they raise their hand and they're like, I'm Mrs. So-and-so, I can't read this. And we're like, I'm sorry, just do your best. But keep in mind if they start to answer things incorrectly and it's a little bit too difficult, the test will adapt and it'll find that just right level for them, okay? All right, so within the student resources, you will see these three boxes. These two first boxes are what's the test about and get ready for the test. These are just short videos that we show to our kids here at the school just to get them ready and give them that, that foundational information of what the MAP test is about. And then get ready for the test is just really getting them ready for the test. It's going over how to log in and what it looks like. So you can absolutely show your child these at home, but again, they will see them with their teacher as well. Then you can also access the practice test here. And the username is Grow and the password is Grow. I'm going to go ahead and jump in there just so you can kind of get a feel for what the test looks like. So Grow. And this is exactly what they'll do with that session name and password when they're logging in to take the real MAP test. You will see here that there is a pop-up box that comes on the screen, and you want to select yes for this. It's basically locking your child into the test so that they kind of lose function of the iPad, so they can't really get out of the test as easily. So we definitely want to say yes to that, okay? So now I'm just going to select a grade because it's the practice test. I'll select math, and then I'll select English, and I'm just going to click the blue go button. And you'll hear,
look at the shapes. Choose the cube.
You'll hear right off the bat that it starts to read the test to them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and choose the cube.
Look at the pencils.
Okay.
Move the short pencils to the short pencils box.
If I was a student, I
move
missed
the long pencils to the long
question.
pencils.
I can always click that again.
Move the short pencils.
Click the speaker buttons here.
Long pencils.
Anywhere there's a speaker button, I can click it. So for a drag and drop question, they actually have to kind of press and hold and then move the pencils. So I'm pressing and holding and moving those pencils into the right spot until I get that box. I believe they can tap on it too and then move it. Yeah, no, that's not working. So I have to actually press and hold. Oh, I can tap it actually and put it in there. Okay, so I'm tapping and then tapping over here, okay? So again, this is why it's so nice for the kids to get in here and kind of manipulate with the test questions, because it really gives them kind of a solid foundation for them to be able to manipulate those testing features, okay? So this one is just an X. It wants me to do a subtraction problem, so I'm just tapping the X and it's putting the X up on the cookies to get rid of them. And then if I put too many, I can always tap them away by clicking the X on the cookies. So again, I would highly recommend. I know as a parent, I would love to see get a feel for what my kids are doing with the MAP test. So feel free to go in there and practice yourself to kind of get an idea of what they're doing. Okay. Now on the testing day, like I said, your child is going to get a test session name. I'm going to go ahead and put one in here real quick. And then I will show you the steps they're going to take to log into that test. All right, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on a name. On this drop down, when it's choose your name, all the students in the class will show up here. So we always make sure when they're in person that they're selecting the correct name, okay? And then here, the test will already be chosen for them, so you don't have to do this part. I just didn't choose a test yet, but that will be filled in for you. And then you'll see this screen, is it correct? And here the name pops up. You can see what test they're taking that day. And if everything is correct, they're just going to press the yes button, and then they will be taken into the MAP test. Again, once they press start, they will get that pop-up box. You want to confirm yes, that you want to lock them into that test. And that's that. You want to make sure they have headphones, or if they don't want to wear headphones, just make sure they're in a nice quiet room where they can hear the questions and the answers being read to them. And again, once you get them into the test and their teacher confirms them and starts that test, if they are at home, you want to make sure you're giving them that time and you're not assisting them, so that the teachers can really get a decently clear picture of where they're at and where any learning gaps may be. So, all right, I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to be quiet now, and you guys have a wonderful day. Okay, thanks so much.